Hi, everybody. I'm back. Yeah, been a couple days. Um, the angels wanted me to talk about um, how I went from being raised as a Lutheran to dropping or leaving the Lutheran church. Actually, I was almost kicked out because I didn't want to uh, donate or wasn't that I wasn't donating. I was donating, but I didn't promise a certain amount every week. And for that reason, they threatened to kick me out. And I had already been unhappy with things that were happening there at the church. And even uh, it wasn't personally, it was the sermons and the messages and um, the religion just didn't feel right to me, didn't make sense to me. um since I spoke with the angels and was so closely connected with God, um it didn't feel right. And so when they started threatening to kick me out for lack of payment, so to say, um I just decided it's better for everyone involved if I just leave. A big question the people ask is, how are you going to be saved if you're not in a religion? Well, and you don't go to church. Well, after I left the Lutheran church, I went to many other churches. I threw myself into studying theology and um, just anything and everything related to history of Jesus and history of the books of the Bible and um, history of anything related to God and history, you know, related to Jesus. I just threw myself into it because I really wanted to know. I needed to know. It wasn't just a want, it was a need. And the more churches I visited, the more ministers and deacons and people I spoke with who were affiliated with one church or another, or one religion or another, or um, like I, I, I knew I wasn't going to try a Catholic church because the Catholic Church believed similarly to the Lutheran Church, except they were even more into saints and things such as that, and it just didn't seem right to me. And um, so I already knew about that one. And the Methodist Church was so closely related and similar to the Lutheran Church that they too I didn't try. I did try Seventh day Adventist, I tried Scientology, I tried um, Baptist, oh gosh, what else? Judaism, Buddhism. Now, Buddhism was probably the closest to what felt right, and Judaism, what felt right to me. But to me, those uh, weren't religions to me. They were ways of life. They were good practices, good ideas, good things to follow guidelines. Uh, but I felt the most comfortable and most right when I just followed my own heart, my own soul, my own gut. And of course, listening to the angels and God and Jesus. Now, I'm not saying that religions are wrong. If anything that helps you learn about God, anything that brings you to God, gives you faith and hope and understanding that there is a source out there that is bigger than you. And that you are a part of, you're connected with. Anything like that is good. And you will not hear me tell anyone to quit going, because as long as you're comfortable there, you're happy there, it's serving the purpose it needs to serve. That's wonderful. That's exactly where you need to be. But for me, it wasn't the right place. It just, there are so many reasons that I just needed to follow my own soul. I needed to listen to God and to the angels, and I needed to just know that all was right in my world. And one of my big reasons or lessons that I came here to Earth to learn was to rely on myself, to trust myself, um, to be independent in a way, and not to follow others. So for me, this only makes sense. I needed to learn to stand up to those who abused and mistreated people. And so being an independent spiritualist makes the most sense for my soul. Um, Nobody has to do what anybody else is doing, but follow your soul, follow your gut, follow your heart. Listen to yourself. Listen to the angels and listen to God. Do what really is right for you. And, you know, God and the angels are all about that. So I hope they do, feel that I uh, delivered this message in a good way for you. Um, Blessings, love, and light. Come back and see me again. Hopefully, we'll soon be getting on to our gardening and our life up at the camper. So we'll be doing a lot more um, videos and informative things up there. Have a great evening. Goodbye, everyone.